Special guest tonight has been described as a lovelorn crooner who's, I don't know whether I like lovelorn crooner, but anyway, that's what they say, whose albums have achieved multi-platinum status worldwide through wonderful songs, terrific songs, like Blue Hotel and Wicked Game and Somebody's Crying. Chris Isaak is back in Australia for a national concert tour, and his visit also timed very nicely with the release of the much-hyped Stanley Kubrick film, Eyes Wide Shut. Before we meet Chris Isaak, let's have a look at the censored version of the film clip which features on the film's soundtrack. Look at this. Welcome, Chris.
Hey, good to be here.
Good to see you.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Does that work for you? I'll get you a copy.
What's the uncensored? Can I have an uncensored one?
Yeah, I wanted to get all the outtakes, actually. They wouldn't give them to me. She looks good. She's easy on the eyes.
Sure is. Are you really lovelorn?
No.
Where that
What does lovelorn mean? You don't have any... You're not getting any action?
Yeah, that's... And then I'm looking at you. I wouldn't believe that.
I don't know. Lovelorn, that doesn't come to mind.
No. Happy?
Swinging, having a good time. It's a sunny day out there.
Yeah. You like Australia?
What's not to like? I wake up and weird bird sounds outside the hotel. I think it was bird sounds, either that or else the drummer's having a good time next door. But I hear weird... Actually, it could be the drummer. It's a high kind of a screeching sound. I've heard that before. But just every day I look out and I just think, what a fantastic place. It's so sunny, and you don't want a lot of Americans to find out about it.
They're going to in the Olympic weeks, aren't they?
I'm telling you, you might be making a mistake. They're going to show up.
That's what I've been
They'll
telling
show up
everybody.
and like it.
Yeah. Well, you like it, and that's good. We like you. You are very popular in Australia. Tell me about that movie. How many times have you seen the movie?
I saw it twice. I've seen it at the LA premiere, and then I saw it here, and it's a strange film. Have you seen it yet?
No.
It's strange. It's kind of a... I mean, I heard people describe it as going to be like really sexy, and I heard people say it had necrophilia in it and everything else. I mean, a lot of kind of crazy, and it is a really strange film, but it's not strange in any of the ways that I've heard it described. It's not like something that you would go and see if you wanted to see a pornographic film. This isn't it, but it's out there.
Yeah.
You should plan on having time after you see the movie to plan on going and having dinner with somebody afterwards so you can talk. You know, you should have somebody to talk you down afterwards.
So it's disturbing.
For a lot of people it is, yeah. I think it's pretty disturbing.
Did you watch them? Because you were sitting next to them.
Yeah,
I heard you watch Tom and Nicole more than you watched the movie.
I had good seats. I was sitting next to Tom and Nicole, and I just thought, why am I going to look up? I could see the movie at any drive-in or any other time I'll be able to see the movie. But how many times am I going to be sitting there next to Tom and Nicole? And he just kept sliding down in his seat, it seemed like. Every time that she'd be in a love scene, he was getting down a little bit lower and a little lower. And I don't think it helped that people were like whistling and there was cat calls and stuff. Although, eventually they came over and told me to quiet down. So.
Do you think...
I'm like that. That's just me. I got it come out of me, you know what I mean? The exuberance.
The music of yours that got in the film, how did that happen? Did Kubrick approach you, or did they how did you...
I think it was through... Well, Kubrick was doing a shot where he had Nicole and Tom were making love, and so he wanted them to have some music to do the scene to, and just background music for them so they'd feel comfortable. And I guess he asked her, what kind of music do you want to put? She had one of my 8-track tapes and put it on, and then he heard that. She played it, he heard it, he liked it, he called me. So I really owe... Nicole Kidman is probably the person I should be thanking her. She picked the music.
Has it made a big difference to you?
It got me over here. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy when we get to go out and do some work. Yeah, it's fun.
But you were doing work anyway.
I'm always doing work, but it's fun to get back to Australia.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. Tell me about your beginnings. Where did you come from? How did it all start, and how did you get involved in music?
I'm from a kind of a farm town in California, and I don't know, I don't think it's particularly interesting, but, you know, I played a lot of bars and clubs, and just step by step kind of made my way through show business.
Who influenced you? Who did you want to
You know, it's just a whole bunch of people that I would see. Anytime I saw somebody that was attracting a crowd, I would be watching them and thinking, how are they doing that? So I'm drawn towards shiny clothes and flashy things, like most people are. If you're from a small town, you like flashy stuff. Somebody told me one time that I was not very sophisticated, and I realized that that's true. You know, sophisticated tastes there's a lot of subtlety involved. And me, I like things that are like sparkly and shiny. When I go out and play live, I wear suits that look like, you know the circus is in town when I'm around.
Do you think that's part of the deal? Do you think you owe it to the people, or is it just because you want to do it?
I love to dress up like that. I mean, I look at you. You're in show business. You got the rings. You get a shot at that, boy. But you know, I like to dress up and stuff. If you get on stage and you're just wearing your T-shirt and jeans when you're on stage, and people paid a lot of money to see you.
Yeah. I used to go to a shop with a friend of mine, Roger Miller. You probably remember the late
dang
Roger
me.
Miller. Yeah. And there was a wonderful shop in the Valley called Nudies.
You were hanging around with Roger Miller?
Yeah.
There's a story here.
Oh, yeah, there is. But I'll tell you another time. But there was a shop in the Valley called Nudies, and I think it's still there. You've been there?
I've been to Nudies' shop.
Well, that's the place for the belts and the flashy clothes.
Yeah. I've been to the Nudies shop. You're one of the few people I know who knows what Nudies is.
Yeah. Well,
I tell people now, I said, yeah, it kind of looks like a nudie suit. And they go, nude, like nude, naked? I go, no, nudie.
Yeah.
The guy's name is Nudie.
That's right. That's his name.
And he made these suits that were just sparkly. I mean, you definitely knew you were in show business.
You sure did. 1985 was the year that you signed with Warner Brothers. But there must have been a lot happening in your life prior to 1985.
I just got out of college. I had been boxing, and I was trying to look for any kind of work that I didn't have to get up real early in the morning.
Why'd you quit boxing? You were a good boxer.
Yeah, I was okay. I wasn't a real good boxer. I mean, my nickname was Canvasback Isaac. It wasn't that stellar. You know, actually, people come up to me and they go, "Oh, what an interesting nose." And I think, well, yeah, of course it's interesting, because nobody gets genetically born with a nose that's all the cartilage gets knocked out. I just thought it'd be easier singing than boxing.
Yeah. The first hit you had really wasn't in the States, was it? It was in France.
It was Blue Hotel.
Blue Hotel
in France.
Yeah. It was a big hit there.
I still remember it. It was big, very exciting for me, because in the United States, we were playing like shoe store openings and bar mitzvahs and whatever. I mean, any kind of gig we could get. And we went over to France. We played the show, and afterwards, I walked out front, and I was standing out there. There's a crowd of people, and I was standing out there, and I figured this was like where the bus came, because there's a big crowd of people, and they were all out there to see the band, and that's the first time that ever happened.
You've had the same people in the band since the very beginnings, haven't you?
Yeah, I keep looking for talented people, but
you've still got the same old lot.
Still got it. It's still us.
Somewhere in research about you, I read that you used an expression, dyslexic love life.
Yeah.
Could you please explain that?
Just, things haven't always worked out real smoothly, but I'm not complaining. I'm still right in there pitching.
So that's what a dyslexic love life is.
Yeah, I'm still trying,
Wouldn't think you'd have much trouble.
Why not?
I mean, you're rich, you're successful, you can sing, and you go to
Talk
Nudies.
slow when you talk pretty, mister.
We'll have a break. I'll come back in a moment or two to talk some more with Chris Isaak.